All right, y'all. So let's go on ahead and let's get this bad boy lit up. So I'm going to be using a combination of the charcoal and the wood, but I have found that it is a whole lot better to start off by filling up your basket full of the charcoal. And then once your oven is close to about the temperature that you want, depending on whatever style pizza you're making, then you can start to add in your chunks of wood. And by adding in the chunks of wood at that point, that's when you'll start to get that raging fire that will be going over the top of the pizza. You see what I'm saying? If you just do just wood, especially from the research that I found, you're just going to end up with a lot of white smoke inside of your oven, and you just don't want that. So I find the combination a lot better. So let me go on ahead and fill this bad boy up, and then we'll get it lit up. I also found that it's important to make sure that you're leaving some sort of airflow anytime you're creating any type of fire, be it whether it's just wood or the charcoal. You want to make sure that you have some space for the air to circulate around. I'm also going to go on ahead and add in 2 of the fire starters. Now, these came with the wood chunks that Uni sent me, but of course, you can order extra ones on Amazon or whatever the case may be if you're not able to get them sourced from them. So I'm just going to add in 2 of them, and now I'm going to slide this inside of the oven. Let's get this bad boy lit up because your boy is hungry. Put it right on inside, slide that bad boy straight to the back, just like so. All right, y'all. So I have went on ahead and lit up our 2 fire starters, and now I'm just going to wait until the charcoal starts to turn white. Then I will gradually start to add in more. Always remember to take off that chimney top so that everything stays nice and safe. Say hello to the little one. Say, hey, Lulu. Ah. So I'm going to go on ahead and let these get up to temp, and then we'll start to add in the wood when that time comes. All right, y'all. Let's check and see what this fire is looking like. Oh, yes, baby. The fire is looking spot on. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go on ahead and add in 2 more wood chunks here, just so that I can really get this fire really going until we get it up to the temp that I want it to be at. And now I'm going to put the top back on this bad boy. And then I'm going to keep my eye on this here. Once I see that this is getting close to about 500 or 600, that's when I'm going to go in with the infrared gun and actually check the temperature of the stone itself. Look at that. That, my friends, is what you call a fire, okay? Looks absolutely fabulous. We're almost there. It's almost about time to start putting in our pizzas. Hey! Pay attention, because I'm going to show y'all how to make a Neapolitan pizza with everything from scratch. Well, except for the mozzarella cheese, all right? Now pay attention. Now look, y'all already saw the video on how I make my dough from scratch. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go check it out. But when you're about to make your pizza, you want to make sure you take your dough out of the refrigerator about a good 30, 45 minutes beforehand so that some of that chill can kind of come off. It'll make it easier to work with. And my personal opinion, now I'm not saying that I'm sponsored by this company, nor am I saying that this is the only brand, but in my personal opinion, you cannot call it no damn Neapolitan pizza if you're not using mozzarella cheese that's not been made from grass-fed buffalo milk. Just my personal opinion. And it does make a difference. It really, really does, okay? This is some high quality cheese we got right here, people. I'm just trying to say. You're also going to need some homemade marinara sauce. I've also already posted the video on how I make my marinara sauce. Just make sure y'all go on ahead and check that out because this sauce right here is life. You're also going to need some olive oil. And then you're going to need some basil. And then you're also going to need some Parmigiano Reggiano, which I have downstairs already by the oven. Let's get outside and let's get all of this assembled. All right, y'all. So I already have a little bit of flour down here. I'm going to take our dough and I'm going to go on ahead and just put that right onto our surface. It should come out nice and easy, just like that. That's why I love these silicone containers because honestly, it just makes this whole process a lot easier. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of flour on my hands. And I'm not going to press down directly in the middle. I'm going to start with the outside with my fingers and go just like that. Okay? Just like that. Just like that. Because you don't want to get rid of all of that beautiful air. You want to keep some of that air. You want to keep some of that air in there. Okay? And you want to make sure that you have enough flour down so that the whole process, and this is just how I like to do it. Now, I'm not saying that this is the only way. This is just how I do it, okay? I'm not out here trying to be, teach y'all a master class on how to make pieces, okay? This is just how I do it, honey. And then I'm just gonna pull one side, pull. And as you can see, it's not ripping, which is great. These are homemade pizzas, honey. This is not meant to look perfect. Okay? Get it just a little bit wider. Just like so. And like I said, this is going to be a classic Neapolitan pizza. So I'm going to go in with my sauce. Just like so. Yes, yes. And this is just how I like my marinara sauce. Like I said, if you guys don't like a lot of chunks, you can absolutely take an immersion blender and smooth this out. But I like a little bit of texture on my pizzas. So that's the reason why I leave mine like this. But you can absolutely smooth yours out if you would like. And that's really what you're looking at, are just chunks of like the garlic and the onion. And this is enough sauce. You don't want it to be too saucy. My oven is absolutely at temp, so it's looking great. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with that delicious cheese that I was talking about. And honestly, you can just go in and just break it up. Break it up how you want it to be. It's completely up to you. This is your pizza, my loves. You put as much or as little as you would like. This is your pizza. Your family. Of course, make sure that your hands are nice and washed. Make sure your hands are nice and clean, of course. Now, there's always been a discrepancy around, should you put the basil on before? Should you put the basil on after? I actually like the basil on before just because I like it to get a little bit toasty. But you can also put yours on after. That's completely up to you. And again, you don't want to put too much cheese because this is a Neapolitan style pizza. So this is actually perfect just like this. All right, now I'm just gonna go in with the few bay leaves just right across the top. And again, if you would like, you can always put yours on after. That's completely up to you. I like to put them on beforehand just because I like it to be, you know, just a little bit toasty. And then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of olive oil, just right across the top. Like that. And now I'm going to get my pizza peel and I'm going to put a little bit of semolina flour on that just to make it easier. So let me clean this up and then we'll transfer this pizza over. All right, y'all. So I've placed a little bit of semolina flour on this just to make it easier for our initial launch. And now I'm just going to get this pizza on here. Again, you can reshape it once you get it on there. Don't worry. It's going to look crazy to begin with, but it's fine. I know. I'm not a professional, everybody. Calm down. I just reshape it once I get it on here, honey. It's not that big of a deal, Chad. Just like that. Boom, boom, pow. Because I can tell you one thing. It's still going to come out bomb and delicious. Okay? So now I got my pizza on there. And now I'm going to put this in the oven. All right, y'all. So this pizza stone is reading right at about 600. So that means this is very, very hot. So we're going to go on ahead and put this bad boy in. Let's just make sure that it's sliding the way it's supposed to. Again, if you feel like, you know, it's trying to give you problems, here we go. First time, let's go. All right. Launch was successful. I'm going to make sure that I have my turning peel here that I also got from Uni. So just so that I can make sure that I'm constantly turning this so that nothing is burning. And after a few moments of turning, we have our first pizza. Homemade crust, homemade sauce. Yes, Lord. All right, y'all. So we have our first Neapolitan pizza right here. Let's see. It's looking absolutely beautiful. Let's go in for the taste test. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice air pockets in the crust. The bottom is cooked perfectly. Uh-huh.